Good evening to all. Let me introduce myself. My name is Dr. Nilofer Sheikh. I am Associate Professor and Prasuti Srirog Consultant at JS Ayurved Mahavidyalay, Nadyad, Gujarat, India. I did my post-graduation from Dallon Teaching Institute of Ayurveda, ITGT&RE, Gujarat Ayurveda University, Jamnagar. I have 5 years of teaching and research experience in field of Ayurveda. So today I am going to discuss the common pregnancy skin problem, that is stretch marks. For further detailed description of the disease, let me share the PowerPoint presentation in front of you. So the topic of today's discussion, that is stretch marks during pregnancy and Ayurveda. In Ayurveda, it termed as a kikis. So this presentation contains the introduction of stretch marks during pregnancy, or you can say it as a stria gravidarum, Ayurvedic concept of stretch marks during pregnancy, that is a kikis, and third one, the clinical approach of stretch marks during pregnancy. So first point, that is introduction of stretch marks during pregnancy. The woman is a most beautiful creation of the Almighty God. Woman is very conscious about her beauty. So when she sees any mark on the body, she becomes anxious and feels inferiority complex to some extent in the public. Stria gravidarum is a physiological change of blissful pregnancy, but unfortunately, most of the women want to avoid them. Proudly pregnant, but dread stretch marks? Yes. Stretch marks or stria gravidarum has been a problem for 50 to 90% of the pregnant women since the ages. While not medically dangerous, stretch marks can be disfiguring, causing emotional and psychological distress in pregnant women. So what exactly the stria gravidarum or stretch marks means? So it is a slightly depressed linear marks with varying length and breadth found in pregnancy. So here you can see there are some linear marks appears over the abdomen, buttock and even breast. And it happens during second and third trimester of the pregnancy. As during second and third trimester of pregnancy, due to growth and development of the fetus, the skin over the abdomen will stretch. And due to that stretching effect, the stretch marks or stria gravidarum appears over the abdomen. Simultaneously, the size of the breast will increase due to some hormones secreted during pregnancy. And again, with this reason, the stretch marks can appear over the breast also. So along with this linear scar, there are some associated complaints like the itching, burning sensation over the affected areas, and this all together give a lots of discomfort to the pregnant lady. Clinically, we can divide these stretch marks during pregnancy in two stages. The initial stage, that is called as a stria rubra, and the later on it turns into stria alba. So newly formed stretch marks which present as a pink or purple linear lesions without substantial depression of the skin, that is called as a stria rubra. And over the time, these lesions lose their pigmentation becoming depressed, atrophic and become white. That is called as a stria alba. So here you can see in a stria rubra, it is a linear lesion, slightly raised and erythematous. It means that erythema is there and it is a temporary scar. So we can cure this stria rubra easily in compared to stria alba. Here in stria alba, it is a linear lesion, atrophic, wrinkled, pale, and it is a permanent scar. So once the development of stria alba is there, then it is very difficult to treat it. Now coming to cause. So the probable causes of the development of the stria are mechanical stretching of the skin, some genetic tendency, and increased level of cortisol. So stretch marks develop when the skin is stretched to the point of the breaking down due to dramatic increase in the size of the tissue. The stretching of the skin can come about from rapid weight gain over a short period of time, such as pregnancy. Even in pregnancy, if it is a multiple pregnancy or the condition of polyhydramnios, then the chances of development of stretch marks is much more. Second, genetics. Genetics play an important role to form the stretch marks or stria gravidarum. Here we can consider the prakriti of the patient, which has a greater role in development of stretch marks. Like in Ayurveda, Vata Prakriti patient has a more chance to development of the stretch marks, and even it takes too much time to cure that particular marks after the delivery also. If a mother develops the stretch marks during pregnancy, the chances are very high that her daughter will too. So again, family history can also determine the severity of stretch marks during pregnancy. The third one, that is the type of the skin. Like if the patient has a drier skin, so it has a less elasticity than the oily skin, and it is more prone to formation of the stretch marks. So in Ayurveda, we can consider the drier skin as the guna of a Vata dosha. So when the aggravation of Vata is there, then the chances of formation of stria gravidarum is much more. One another theory on cause of the stretch marks or stria gravidarum, that is due to abnormal collagen formation as a result of medications or chemicals that interfere with the collagen formation. Like there are some medicines or hormones, or if it is a steroidal basis medicine, then it can create the stretch marks. Now pathophysiology. Stria indicate a pathological condition of the connective tissue, and the pathogenesis of the stria gravidarum describes definitive changes in the extracellular matrix, especially in the collagen, elastin, and fibrillin. Histologically, stria are form of atrophic scarring in which the dermal collagen ruptures and separates. The interventing gap is filled with the newly synthesized collagen, which then becomes aligned in response to the local stress factors or forces. So exactly the development of the stria has been like the wound healing process. Here you can see in a normal skin, it arranged small collagen fibers and thin elastin fibers in the papillary dermis that is surrounded by the round substance called elastin fibers and thick bundles of collagen parallel to direction of the skin in the reticular dermis. While in the stage of stria rubra, here there is inflammation. In the stage of stria rubra, there is the inflammation. So fine elastic fibers predominate in the dermis with thicker tortuous fibers in the periphery. There is a reduction and recognition of the elastin and fibrillin fibers and structural changes in collagen are seen. In stage of stria alba, histology demonstrates epidermal atrophy and loss of the fatty ridges, densely packed, thin eosinophilic collagen bundles are arranged horizontally parallel to the surface of the skin in a similar way to scar. So this is about the pathophysiology of the scar formation. Ultimately, we can understand the occurrence of the stretch marks like during pregnancy when the skin is stretched beyond the capacity due to growing fetus, the underlying tissue of the skin will damage. Here in this condition, body will respond by forming scar tissue. And these fresh scars look pink, red brown or purple. And that is called as a stria rubra. Over the time, the color of the scar tissue will fade and the scar will become shimmering silver line that is known as the stria alba. And this stria alba is permanent. Now, what are the available treatment for these stretch marks during pregnancy? So there are several methods available today for managing the stretch marks, which involve some topical applications of vitamin E, oil or cream or coca butter to prevent the formation of stretch marks. Likewise, there are some expensive and painful invasive procedures like laser surgeries, dermabrasions, tummy tuck to cure the stretch marks after the delivery. But apart from these, all the more important than the treatment is the knowledge imparted to the worried mother that her child will be fine and the management is without complication and priceless. As these treatments are expensive and invasive, scope for conservative management is huge and it is the need of hour. So we should think about the economically less expensive option for the treatment as well as prevention of the stretch marks. Now I am going to discuss about the Ayurvedic concept of stretch marks during pregnancy. As I told earlier that it is termed as a kikkis. So what is kikkis? Kikkis is a one type of the skin changes that occurs during pregnancy and it is mentioned by Acharya Charak, both Vagpat and their commentators like Chakrapani, Gangadhar and Arundhati. So here you can see the references of the kikkis, that is the Charak Sharistan 8, Astang Hriday Sharistan and Astang Chandra Sharistan. So what is the opinion of Acharyas regarding the kikkis? So as an opinion of various Acharyas, during 7 months of pregnancy, the fetus displaces the Vata Pitta Kapha dosha occurs. Here, vitiated Vata dosha leads to Vaka Prasara. It means stretching of the skin. Pitta dosha will cause the vitaha and vaivanyata. It means burning and pigmentation over the skin. And kapha dosha will cause the kandu. It means itching over the skin. And all together is termed as a kikis. So in kikis, there will be a itching, vitaha, that is the burning sensation, or pigmentation and stretching of the skin. Well, commentator Indu says that the Rekha Swarupatvaka Sankosh, it means linear scar of the skin are kikis. So Indu explained the quality of the kikis very well. It's like a scar. Same commentator Arun Dutt says that normally on the hip, breast and abdomen, wrinkle or crease type markings, that is Vali Vishesh. Here he termed as a Vali Vishesh occurs during pregnancy, and that is called as a kikis. So Acharya Arun Dutt specified the sites of the kikis or stretch marks during pregnancy. Now, classical treatment of the kikis. So, there are two methods of treatment. First one is internal medicaments and second one is external application of the drugs to treat the kikis. In conventional medicine system, there is no any another option for the internal medicaments to prevent or to cure the kikis or stretch marks. But in Ayurveda, they Acharyas have explained some internal medicaments to prevent the kikis as well as to treat the kikis. So, in internal medication, navnita, it means butter, homemade butter, treated with the Madhur Aushad. So, here from the Madhur Aushad, we can take Shatavari, Atigala, Kukshud, Yashtimadu, Raksha, and Sarkara. It should be given to pregnant women frequently in a dose of Panital Matra. Panital Matra, it means approx in 10 gram in divided dose. So this will help to balance the Vata, Pitta and Kapha dosha. It maintains the snigdhatva of the skin and hence it helps to prevent the kikis. Coming to external application, so any of the following drugs should be rubbed over the abdomen and the breast to prevent and to cure the kikis. First, the paste of chandan, that is sandalwood, mrinal. Second, the paste of chandan and ushir, that should be rubbed over the abdomen. The powder of shirisi stem bark, flower of bhakti, sarsap and yasti madhu can be applied over the abdomen and breast. Pasted bark of kutaj, seeds of tulsi, musta and haridra can also apply over the abdomen and breast. Here, haridra has a varnya, that is enhancing the complexion of the skin. It is the property of haridra. Even pastel leaf of nimba. Nimba, it has an antimicrobial property. It helps to reduce the itching or inflammation over the abdomen, and thus it helps to create or to cure the stretch marks. So nimba, batara, tulsi and mandista. Last one, that is the oil prepared from the pastel leaf of carberum. So these are the medicaments, external medicaments that can be used for the prevention and for the cure purpose of these kikis. The another method, that is irrigation on abdomen and breast, should be done by any of the following medicines like water medicated with Funinova, flowers of Malti and Yaskinadu, decoction of patole, nimba, manjista and tulsi, And the decoction of Daru Haridra and Yastimatu can be given as a irrigation over the abdomen and wrist. Pathyapatya means there is some specific dietary as well as in general advice to avoid the occurrence of the kikis or stretch marks. So Acharya explained the diet of the pregnant lady should be sweet and capable of suppressing Vata dosha to avoid the formation of a kikis. As I already told to you that the environment of Vata is very important in formation of the kikis. Like if Vata is vitiated, then there will be a more chance for the occurrence of the kikis. So, like diet should be sweet and capable of suppressing the vata is essential. Again, the light and sweet diet is indicated and it should be taken repeatedly in small amount. So, one time excessive quantity of diet it should be avoided. There are some Viharaj Pathya like patient is advised not to scratch to avoid the disfigurement or the skin stretching. If she feels the itching, then above mentioned powder should be rubbed along with the chandan to suppress the desire of the itchiness. And it helps to reduce the inflammation. Thus, chandan has a coolness property. Now coming to clinical approach of stretch marks during pregnancy, and that is thickness. So we can divide the whole management of kikis or stretch marks in two ways. First one is prevention and second one is cure. So always prevention is better than cure. So first of all, it is more important that we advise the patient to start the medicaments during the first month of pregnancy, so it can prevent the stretch marks during later on. In preventive aspects, what I advise to my patient, that is, patient is advised to follow Masanumasic Garbhini Paricharya. It means month-wise dietary regimen that is mentioned in Ayurvedic text. And I advise the patient to take the combination of Shatavari Churna 1 gram, Balar Churna 1 gram, Yasti Madhu Churna 1 gram orally 3 times a day in a week. So this combination of the powder helps to maintain the snigdhatva of the skin, and it helps to prevent the formation of the stretch marks in later stage of the pregnancy. Second, in a preventive aspect, I advise the patient for the local application of narikela tel, that is coconut oil, on the abdomen, thighs and breast, and it should be started from the 5th month of the pregnancy. If a patient has a complaint of itching over the abdomen, then I advise to take neem tel instead of coconut oil for the local application. As the neem has a antimicrobial property, so it helps to reduce the condition. Now curative aspects. So to cure the stretch marks, here I like to explain that the initially developed stretch marks, that is Triarubra, it can cure with a local application of below mentioned Ayurvedic drugs. Though again, prognosis depends on the chronicity of the complaint, prakriti of the patient, and the presence of associated pregnancy-related complications like multiple pregnancy and polyhydramnios. Because if a patient has a multiple pregnancy or even polyhydramnios, so there will be a more chances of development of the stretch marks, and it takes too much time to cure also. So some local applications or Ayurvedic topical medicines that we can advise to cure the stretch marks. First one is the neem tel, local application of neem tel. Second, Karveer tel. Third one is Shirishadi tel. The contents of the Shirishadi tel are Shirish, Dhaki, Sharshap and Yasvihan. Fourth one is Karanji tel and fifth one is Narikal tel. So what is the method of application? So any of these oil should be taken in 5 ml of dose and that should be applied over the affected site 2 times a day. And this regimen should be followed continued for the 2 months. Now coming to discussion. So all the topical drugs have Varnia, it means complexion enhancing drugs, Rakta Shodhaka, blood purification, Kandugna, which pacifying the itching, and Kushtagna properties, means helps in a various skin disorders. So they also have a proven antimicrobial, antibacterial, anti-inflammatory properties. In preventive aspect, this may help because all the topical drugs are in oil base and the absorption of water soluble substances through the skin is negligible while lipid soluble materials do penetrate the skin. So here media has a more important role in prevention and curative purpose of these stretch marks. All the topical drugs enhance the skin's natural regenerative responses by stimulating new capillary formation and thus bringing more oxygen to the blood to areas where it has stimulated an increase of the biosynthesis of collagen, elastin, proteoglycans, and glycosaminoglycans, GAGs, that provide skin enhanced pressure withstanding and stretching capacity and thus prevent the formation of stretch marks during pregnancy. In curative purpose, after the wound has occurred to the skin, both the skin and connective tissue cells begin multiplying by the repair the damage, to repair the damage. The fibroblasts form a framework upon which the skin cells can migrate into and fill in the wound. It is the balance between the rates of the replication of the fibroblast and versus skin cells, and that is important here. So if the fibroblasts replicate too quickly, they can form a dense network that is not easily penetrated by the skin cells, keep up with the fibroblast, then little scar tissue is formed. The skin has a more normal appearance after the wound has healed. Even the massage routine is designed to remove the dead skin layer by layer. So, is there any research regarding these drugs, application of these drugs? Yes, there are some clinical studies carried out in various institutes of Ayurveda in India to prove the efficacy of Ayurvedic drugs on stretch marks during pregnancy, and most of the studies reported significant result in curative and preventive aspects both. So here are the references of the studies. Some of the studies are published in reputed journal like IU. Now coming to conclusion, there is a detailed description of stretch marks during pregnancy that is called as a PKIS and its management in ancient Ayurvedic texts. Stretch marks during pregnancy is a common discomforting problem in late second trimester of the pregnancy and which can be prevented by following proper antenatal regimen as prescribed in Ayurvedic text along with some topical application of Ayurvedic drugs. So Ayurvedic topical formulations are economical, safe, effective to cure the stretch marks during pregnancy, and they can be more effective if advised in early stage of the disease like in stage of the Straya rubra. So thank you. Still, if you have any question regarding the topic, please feel free to send the question here in sheikhnilufar12@gmail.com email address. I like to acknowledge Dr. Shekhar Sir for giving this opportunity to speak in 14th International Online Conference, that is Ayurveda and Skincare, organized by Global Ayurveda Conferences and hosted by APNA. Thank you so much.